Hi everyone, today we have Deep with us. So Deep, we want to know about your story from Surat to Pune to SMHRD. So in this journey there might be some ups and downs. So let's start with the introduction first. Where are you from? Education?
Sure, sir. So I am Deep Shah. I am basically born and brought up in Surat. I pursued BTech in computer science from IIIT Gwalior. Post that I joined Samsung R&D and I worked there as a software engineer for 2 years. Currently I am pursuing MBA in business analytics at SMHRD Pune.
Superb. So when we talk about work experience, so did you took a leave to prepare for the exams because you did well in the CAT as well, you did well in the ZAT as well, you did well in SIMBI as well, and we can see the growth in your scores. And was it along with the college, was it post or you took a break?
So I didn't take any break. I was working at an software engineer at Samsung and I prepared along with that work experience.
How many hours you used to dedicate? So if anyone is preparing for the exam along with the job, so because I took it, I couldn't manage both my job as well as studies, so I quit. So how many hours?
I would say it depends on particular day by day, but always tied to like 1.5 hour. I was trying ki every day I prepare for 1 to 1.5
hours.
And weekend prepare for 6-7.
Correct. Weekend you have to increase more. There's no weekend when you are working and preparing for exams.
Yes.
So this is normally I say to everyone, those in college, you can take a weekend off.
Yeah, exactly.
But those who are working, weekend to padna hi padega. Weekday off le lo chalega. Like weekend pe you have to study.
Weekend, like you need to use that weekend to revise all these concepts and give extra mocks. Like during the day you can give one mock during weekdays, but weekend you can give 2 or 3 mocks so that you can analyze it now next day.
Correct. So how many months of total preparation?
I prepared for almost a year.
Full year for all the exams.
For all the exams.
ठीक है. तो स्नैप का फोकस कब आया? कैट के बाद आया कि कैट से पहले भी था?
Okay, basically I was aware about all the exams from the start and I prepared for SNAP, ZAT, CAT all together. Like I was not constantly focusing on a particular exam. I attempted all the mocks together.
Engineer है कि सब चंद्रमुखियों पारो जो मिल जाए बढ़िया.
I wanted to train my brain to solve each question. Like in SNAP you need to solve within a minute. So you need to train your mind according to that. In CAT you can afford more than 1 minute.
Right.
Yeah, so based upon that I trained.
Correct. So when did you started even the mocks for the SIMBI?
Okay, so I started in around July. Attempting for snap mocks because I found that other exams are more toward you can afford more than a minute, but in SNAP you need to solve it within minute. So that's my rationale behind it. Ki I need to start early so that I can prepare.
So if we are now sitting in October, so if I'm starting today, so you recommend me to give a mock every week because I believe how many mocks you gave total?
I think ideal number should be around 30, but I gave 20. Yeah, I gave 20 mocks.
20 is the ideal number. This is what I recommend. That's why we also have 20 mocks. कि भाई तो 20 तो दे पहले.
Yes, exactly.
And Snap का mock, the best part is कब शुरू होता है कब खत्म पता नहीं चलता. So it happens so quickly.
You are always on the toes during the SNAP.
Correct.
You cannot afford more than like if you spend more than 5 minutes on the one question, game is over.
Game is over. Right.
So always you need to train your mind accordingly.
You need to know when to skip, when to do.
When to leave. Yeah, you cannot go through the emotions. I need to solve it or something like this.
True. So how many attempts you gave for SNAP?
I gave 2 attempts for SNAP, second and third.
Second, third.
Yes.
So कितना क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट किया था आपने दोनों में एंड उनमें से कितने तुक्के मारे? तुक्के में ऑप्शन यूज करके सॉल्व कर लेता आदमी, स्पेशली द वीक एरिया. सी दोस टॉपिक you know, for example, the engineer he might be good in maths.
Yes.
But when it comes to the verbal, that's a typical engineer's problem with verbal.
Yeah, exactly. So sir, there are 2 types. Like options use करके you can solve good questions also from logic.
Correct.
And other thing is you have no clue. Like you just need to mark an option. So I remember that I attempted like this 2 or 3 questions. Then when I mark a tukka, pure tukka. Yeah, and during my cons.
ये टॉपर लोग हैं तो टॉपर लोग भी तुक्के मारते हैं. तो this is just to tell everyone कि boss it's okay.
Yeah, if you gut feeling something, so you can do, but not so many questions. The score will go negative. And for quants, I was like sure कि I can use options for that question and I will get correct answer. So from that I solved almost 4 to 5 questions.
out of 20 question maths, 10 question can be solved only by options.
Yeah.
It's not about proving your maths, it's also about increasing speed as well.
Exactly. That's Snap is all about like time management.
Time management. Snap is,
So-
I think, the best exam for
Yeah.
the time management because
Yeah,
you don't have
exactly.
time only to solve.
Exactly.
Same thing, CAT 66 questions, we have got 2 hours.
Yeah,
Here
exactly.
we got only 1 hour.
1 hour and 60 questions.
60 questions. And then and I normally joke around that, especially those who are based in Mumbai or a bigger city, it'll take you more time to reach the center than to
Then
do the
to
exam.
attempt Snap. Yes.
So
that's
if you plan to give 2 attempts, I believe in 2 attempts is a good attempt to give for Snap exam.
I would recommend all 3 because you are getting additional attempt and you can save your preparation. You can modify your strategy according to that. So
And
I would
Snap
recommend.
1 is comparatively always more easier.
Snap one like
One Snap the first
First
session slot is normally comparatively last 3 साल में देख रहा हूँ is more easier. Third is more difficult. आपको भी लगा होगा कि third was more trickier than the second one.
I attempted second and third, so like I didn't feel anything particular about it, but during like, managing the time, you feel some sections are difficult, but it's like if someone is so confident that particular section, he will feel easy.
Correct.
So it's like
Perfect
towards
choice as
subjective,
well.
yeah.
Right, subjective, right. True, very true. So when went to the interview phase, so were you grilled about that part? Did so much of work experience? Why you want to do your MBA? R&D और MBA का क्या link है?
Okay, so sir, basically for MBA in Business Analytics at SCMHRD, we have the eligibility criteria of 24 months.
Okay.
So basically question was not around that. My question was like what did you do, how did you contribute towards Samsung or all these things. So that was asked, other than not towards so many work questions, but guesstimates, like business understanding. I play chess, so the question was around chess. Like it was more towards the interaction, not an interview.
Okay, this is one question I have. This
Yeah.
is a group interaction. This is a
It was personal interaction, yes.
Not so there will be more of a storytelling.
Yes,
what
more-
you've done
more of
about
a
your story.
Yeah, they feel you like you are comfortable. You are in a comfortable zone because at that particular zone you are most likely to give best of your answers.
Correct.
It's the best situation to have.
Correct. So when you say they ask you a question about chess,
Yes.
so they asked you very technical question or they were in general question about your कैसे खेलते हो बेटा?
Okay, there
क्या
was
होती है?
2 questions basically. First was like related to opening, what is the English opening or something, and other question was more towards psychological side or philosophical side basically, like how you implement, how would you relate your life to chess, something.
Okay,
that
nice.
was like
Nice, that.
yeah.
Great. So from the group interview point of view, any advice you like to give? How should I prepare? Suppose I'm now, and Simbi never give time. They give hardly 15 days ka time to before your date is announced, and then you got an interview call. So they give a 2 weeks ka time. So how to manage in 2 weeks?
So basically you need to through with your like undergrad or if you have work experience, you need to go through all these things. And other is current affairs basically. So for that I followed like the social media platforms of SCMHRD as well. So they have like campaigns running, some APR weekly, and that they provide some insights about that. So I followed that insights, and based upon that I knew what are the current affairs going on, and I used those knowledge during my interview as well. So I get like they know that the person is aware about all those things.
Correct.
So like business acumen
Business
and
acumen, right.
yeah.
And did you used to follow a channel as well for preparation?
I used to follow CET King for some of the reasons, and like more towards I would like to prepare the strategy for Snap so early. So for that for strategy making I saw some of the videos.
So आपका क्या strategy था? Was there any strategy in place that I want to do math first या verbal first?
Okay, so I feel always very confident in quant. So I used to start with So I started with quant, post LR, and in verbal I used to spend only 5 to 6 minutes, last 5 to 6 minutes, so that I don't get so much time. Because I was not so confident, and I was easily it was easy to attempt on 15 questions during verbal.
Correct. So maths, then logic,
And,
then
V.
Verbal.
Yeah.
And you should experiment on your own. आप सब ऊपर नीचे करके देखो जो आपको सूट करता है. Some people are more comfortable doing verbal first, so it all depends upon you. But please experiment. This is a time to experiment with all the strategy. So that last 1 week before the exam, we finalize one strategy, lock in one strategy, and focus on that.
Also Snap gives you more than one attempt, so if sometimes you feel during exam as well, you get an additional week to prepare for or to test the strategy.
Correct. All the best, sir. All the best.
Thank you, sir.